It's Founders Day for the Omega Psi Phi. This week, the fraternity hosted events to celebrate achievement and pour back into the community. Joining us to share the importance behind the brotherhood is Daryl Shackelford. Thanks a lot for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So kind of give us an idea how Achievement Week all began.
Okay, well, Achievement Week was kind of the brainchild of Dr. Carter G. Woodson. If you know who Dr. Carter G. Woodson is, he is the father of Black History Month. And in 1920, we had a conclave, which is like a national meeting for the fraternity. And he pretty much came to the brothers and said, I think we need to focus on Negro achievement in the United States. So at that time, Black History Month was just Negro Achievement Week, hence the Achievement Week piece. So in 1927, we decided to adopt Achievement Week, and we've been doing it ever since.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's lasted this long. Now, your chapter, New Omega,
yes.
What have they been doing for Achievement Week specifically?
Well, New Omega, first of all, we're celebrating 100 years of service in Detroit. We were chartered in 1923. We have so many things that we do that I'm so proud of. Number one, I think, is our mentorship program. Our mentorship program takes place at Durfee Innovation Center, and we do it every other Thursday from 5:30 until about 7 o'clock, where we work with their after-school program, just a group of boys who are elementary to middle school age. Actually, we'll be meeting with them to pack food boxes for our annual Thanksgiving turkey basket giveaway. It's just something I just feel is really important, that you're dealing with kids who may not have positive Black male role models, and we're here to be that for them.
Now, if somebody want to get involved in that program, how do they do that? Do they just show up, or do they have to contact you or a website?
Well, you kind of have to be a part of the fraternity first.
Okay, yeah.
It'd be nice if you were part of our chapter, because it's pretty much just just us doing it. But anybody who would want to be involved, we definitely would not push you away. I would say you could just contact Ms. Neighbors, because Ms. Neighbors at Durfee is who we are working with, and she's our point of contact.
Talk a little bit about the need for mentorship and the positive impact to have on youth and what you're really providing.
Yeah. Well, I'm a career educator. I've worked in Detroit Public Schools since 1994, and I am now with the Washtenaw Intermediate School District. And just working in the inner city with inner city youths for most of my life, you just really see that there's a piece that may be missing. And I've always wanted to try to fill that void. And there is a misnomer a lot of times that a lot of these kids don't have fathers in the homes or anything, and that's far from the truth. But just being an extra role model in a kid's life can be really important. And I've always tried to involve my members of the fraternity in that. There was a time where I had them coming to my school to read to the pre-K and kindergarten students. And it may seem like something that's small, but I always talk about exposure. Even if you don't maybe get it at that time, being exposed to something is just super duper important, that you can maybe look back. You can remember that purple and gold that you saw when you were 5 and 6 years old and say, hey, I remember when you guys came to my school. And I just think that just the exposure is the most important part.
Yeah,
for me.
The exposure. And how receptive are the kids when they get that exposure? Because a lot of times they don't have any outlet for it. So when they get it, I mean, they really are receptive to it?
Yeah, first they're like, whose dad is that when you come in the classroom? Or whose grandfather is that, depending on how old the member may be. But there's a brightening of the eyes, because if you know anything about education, it is a female-dominated enterprise. So I've worked at schools where I was maybe one of 3 or 4 men in the school out of 1,000 kids. So just having men around these boys and girls is just a big deal, and having Black men coming in suits and ties and just showing them something different than they may be used to is just super important.
All right, any other plug for Omega Psi Phi? Now's your chance.
Yes.
I know you're passionate about it.
Yes, definitely. Our Founders Day event is on November 18th at 1 o'clock at Fellowship Chapel. Tickets are available currently if you go on our website, which is newomega.com. We would love to have you there. It's open to the public. We'd love to have you there.
All right.
Special guest. Tickets on me.
Even better.
Tickets are $65, and we will be giving out awards. We will be awarding our Citizen of the Year because that's something that we hold near and dear, as well as our Omega Man of the Year and our Francis Dent Service Award winner. So great luncheon. Great place, and we'd love to have you there.
They're doing great work in the community. Daryl, thanks a lot for dropping by.
Thank you for having me.
Really appreciate it.